However, only one variable is the important, is the interesting, and you need to isolate. And you consider another letter, you consider like a constant, like a number, right? And that's it. So this is where's the application of this? Well, the application of this in different subject, maybe chemistry, maybe physics, maybe biology, something. You have formulas, and the formula you need to manipulate to in order to determine a specific parameter, right? Now, for example, the first question is the famous, very popular equation que I suppose que you remember in geometry is the area of the triangle. Okay, 1/2 BH. And I need to solve for B. So a specification in any question for B, for H, for something to say this is the variable that you need to isolate. Okay, I need to do something in order to isolate this. There are many ways to do this. I want to explain one way, another way, and you select the way that you consider better for you. Suppose in order to isolate B, you need to eliminate 1/2 and H. So you move somehow to the other side. For example, let's do it step by step. I copy again the original. If you want to eliminate 1/2, you multiplication by 2 both sides. Hey, noise. Who making noise? Okay, thank you. Putting off the. Okay, so now if you multiply by 2 both sides of the equation, it's obvious. Okay, we have 2a is equal and 2 times 1/2 is 1 and 1 is invisible. Finally, divided by h both sides, the answer is 2a over h is equal to b. Clear or no?
Yes.
Another way, let me try to explain another way. Okay, personally, I like, but well, it's up to you. So you write the original equation like that, bh over 2, because you know multiplication by 1/2 is equivalent to say divided by 2. And so you apply the famous cross multiply. What is cross multiply? Bueno, a is just a, entonces denominator I suppose que es 1. And you multiply like that, boom, cross multiply. Entonces 2 multiplied by a is obvious, right? 2a. And b, no, b I want to stay here. And you move h in that direction. Boom, y I get the answer. But be careful, because not always, suppose que look like easier. However, not always we can apply cross multiply. You apply cross multiply when you have a over b is equal to c over d. It's a proportion, and you multiply like that. However, so you have a over b is equal to c over d plus d over e. You cannot apply cross multiply. Well, you can apply if you condense in this fraction in only one. So this is more, maybe it's more complicated. So either way, what way you consider it better for you? The first pair, the first or the second?
The second.
The second. Oh, she like second. Okay, good. But be careful when it's plus or minus, okay? Because it's not ready to apply cross multiply. The question.
No.
Let's move on to number 2. Number 2 is, let me see. Wow. Is S is equal to pi RH plus 2 pi r squared. This is a formula, guys, for the surface area of the cylinder. You have cylinder. It is not important, no? You don't care what is this formula, but it's okay. But I want to illustrate the application, no? That part, so the area for the circle is pi r squared. So basically, that part of the formula is this area plus this area. And the lateral area is this part, is this. Okay. However, I want to solve for h. I want to solve for h. So h is my variable I need to isolate. Okay, but in this case we can apply cross multiply. No, why no? Plus. When the plus or minus, no, not ready, because it's apply only when it's proportion, and this is no proportion. Okay, entonces no problema. My goal is this guy. My goal is this guy. I need to do something in order to isolate h. I move this expression to the left, 2 pi r squared. We have 2 pi rh. Now I'm going to isolate. You divide both sides by 2 pi r. And that's it. S minus 2 pi r squared divided by 2 pi r equal h. This is a square, sorry. And this is my beautiful final answer. Cool. Okay, I suppose I forgot to say again the first problem. The right option was C, no? This is B. D. That's a D. Cool. What's good to do one problem in which you cannot apply a cross multiply? What's Karen is a yes. Okay. Okay. Anyone follow me, no? This chapter is, this chapter is, everything is easy in this class. However, this chapter is a little bit more complicated. Okay, number 3 is B equal 1/3 capital BH. This is the formula for the volume of cone. Cone is 3-dimensional figure like that. Oi! Cone. Okay, the base is a circle, and this is a cone. And the volume inside the cone is given by that formula, 1/3 BH. However, who is B, who is H? Oh, no, B is the area of the base, so this surface. And H is the height gets from any point on the middle, the center of the circle to the vertex of the cone. That distance is H. And if you multiply both B and H and divide by 3, so you can, if you want, write like that. It's equivalent, no? You find the volume. However, in this case, you need to isolate B. So solve for B. What do you think? Is ready to apply cross multiply or no? Is ready to apply cross multiply or no? Answer me. This formula is ready to apply cross multiply or no? Yes or no? Answer me.
Yes.
Yes. That these 3 moving in that direction, and this H moving in that direction. And my formula is 3B divided by H equal B. Boom. Final answer. Okay, entonces 3B over H es this. Okay, no big deal. Entonces, basically, you need to somehow recognize, see, we can apply cross multiplication or no. Okay, for example, number 4 problem is a little bit different. Is I, capital I, is equal to M multiplication by E and R plus R. This is the physics equation for the electric circuit. The I is the current, and the E is the battery, and the resistor is CS innermost is R, and this is capital R is exterior. But I don't care. The problem is I need to do something to solve for M. Wow, but M in this example is in 2 places of the equation. Be careful. However, I can apply cross multiply or no? No?
No.
No?
No.
Why not?
Because you have the NR time.
Okay, I understand. However, Miss, if you consider this like a one whole, of course you will have plus, but you can multiply this times this, using parentheses, of course, and this times this. Okay, by the way, this is invisible one, no? So basically, algebraically, capital I times NR plus R capital is equal NE. Do you understand the transformation or no? If you consider the denominator like a one whole, therefore to see more clear, I put the parentheses. Because actually, according to the order of operation, when you are doing the fraction, you are doing the operation on the top, you are doing the operation on the bottom separately, independent, and finally you divide. So this is a whole, multiplied by I, and this is 1 multiplied by n. Yes or no? Okay. Now remove the parentheses. Apply distributive. Yes. You apply distributive now. Distributive now. I n r plus r equal m e. And remember, our goal is m. So I need to manipulate, do something in order to isolate m. I recommend you put m to the one same side. For example, R stay here, and you copy N E minus I N R. Oh, good. I like that because N is in the same side. And you factor out. You see N is common factor, you factor out. You put N outside, and you open new parenthesis, and you have E minus I R. Okay, almost, I finish. Finally, if you want to isolate M, divide both sides by E minus I R, both sides. Therefore, my final answer is R divided by E minus I R. If you want to put the parenthesis or no, it doesn't matter if you omit the parenthesis, it's equivalent. Everyone understand according to the order of operation. Okay, you are doing the operation in the bottom and the top separately, no? No. Let me see R. Oh, let me see. Oh, yeah. Okay. Look like equivalent to this. Let me copy and you see what are the differences.
I have a question.
Go ahead.
A couple steps before, when you moved the I and R over, how did you get rid of the N that was with the I and R?
Because I factor out here, factorization. So I see, look at that. I saw, wow, M is common factor here and here. You factor out, you put outside, and you open new parenthesis, and inside the new parenthesis stay the variable without M. So it's E is IR.
And you wouldn't
Uh-huh.
put an exponent or something to say that there's two ends?
No. Miss, look. Suppose 2x plus 3x squared. You see that x is common factor, you factor out, you have 2 plus 3x. This is the operation that you should do. Factorization. Are you familiar with the factorization?
Yeah, I got it.
Now you understand this specific formula. Maybe I understand it gets confusing when you have too many letters.
Yes.
Yeah, I know. Don't worry, in the chapter 3, we come back again to the factorization in detail. When I try to analyze the option that we have here, I believe that the correct option is minus r divided by IR minus E. Entonces I need to understand that this is equivalent 100% to this. Of course, it's equivalent because the only thing that they do, not me, I did it that way. However, they manipulate a little bit different, but it's algebraically equivalent. It's the same stupid thing. Therefore, when you have, for example, this expression and you want to transform this expression, you multiply by -1, top and bottom, everything, of course. This is minus r, and this change the sign. E is negative and IR is positive. Cool? Cool? Cool?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. No big deal for us. Okay. Let me try number 5, que look like piece okay. Number 5 is P, capital P, is equal A plus B plus C. Wow. This is the perimeter of the one triangle. I suppose que one triangle here. And the side is ABC. And the perimeter is the distance around perimeter. Here I need to solve for A. So the variable I need to isolate is this. Therefore, it's easy. Is cross multiplication or no? Cross multiplication or no? No, because when it's plus or minus, no, Chris. When
You
it's
can just
plus,
subtract the right.
say again?
You can just subtract the right, the B and the C.
Yes, of course. You subtracting. P minus B minus C is equal A. End the story. In this case, you subtracting because the operation que connecting A, B, and C is addition, no multiplication. Entonces, you subtracting. Entonces, P minus B minus C, like that. Cool or no?
Yes.
Okay, number 6 is very interesting. It's a formula, it's a chemistry or physics maybe, in which you have the temperature. And capital F represents the temperature in Fahrenheit degree. And C represents the temperature, the same temperature, but expressed in Celsius degree, plus 32. This is the formula que help me to find, so you have C converted to F. But I want the formula in opposite direction. Okay, entonces es basically solve for C. C alone. You dare to help me or no? What should I do to isolate C?
Divide by 9/5 on both sides.
No.
Can you switch the 32 over to the...
Exactly. Okay, let me explain. This is a typical mistake. Look, suppose this is elementary que negar the equation. 2x plus 3 equals 5. What should I do first to isolate x? Okay, this is the variable I need to isolate. This is a factor. And this is the constant or number. So the first thing you should do is remove this, subtracting 3. No divided by 2. Okay? So now exactly she said, you subtracting 32, f minus 32 equal 9 over 5 c. So far it's good. Do you understand, Mister?
Yeah.
Excellent. It's okay, it's okay, I understand this. Everyone try to do it that way, but no. Okay, now how you eliminate 9 over 5? How you eliminate 9 over 5? Because my goal is isolate, solve for C. How you eliminate? How you eliminate, for example, look, suppose equation like that, 2x equals 4. How you eliminate the 2? What is the traditional way? Divide by 2. Entonces, but I want to complicate your life now. Suppose que it's no whole number, suppose que it's a fraction. 3/2, x equals 4. How you eliminate this 3/2? Well, you multiply by reciprocal. Reciprocal is 2/3, both sides. Yes or no? When you multiply any number, actually, the thing that we are doing in this elementary example was divided by 2, que is equivalent multiplication by 1/2. And 1/2 is the reciprocal of 2. So in general, when you have a fraction, you multiply by reciprocal, and that's it. What is the reciprocal? 5 over 9, no? And you multiply both sides by 5 over 9. It's important, the parentheses, because 5 over 9 multiply not only f and 32, you know, both. So the answer is 5 over 9, parentheses, f minus 32 equals C, because you know okay, when you multiply any number times its reciprocal, the answer is 1, no? Because 9 over 5 times 5 over 9 is 45 over 45. Any number divided by itself is 1, and 1 is invisible factor. Now this is maybe elegant answer.
You're multiplying it, right?
Multiply, time. This period indicate time. You know, multiplication is the operation. It's the only operation that you sometimes not necessarily indicate the sign, the period. Because when you see one factor, and parentheses default, everyone understands it's time. Okay? Si es plus, no, you put plus. Or si es minus, you put minus. Si es division, you put division. Pero multiplication, no, default. No arithmetic symbol. Entonces esa es multiplication, right? I suppose que this answer. Cool? Yeah, honestly, do you follow me?
Yes, I follow you.
Okay, let's move on to the more complicated example. For example, number 7, no? Entonces I recommend, you know, our class is too fast. As soon as possible, you try to start doing. Now you enjoy your holiday, no? Remember that Monday we have no school, no? So you don't expect receive any email for the link. No class, no lectures. Therefore, you enjoy. Relax, okay, you are working too hard. But as soon as possible, you start the homework for the test 2, no? Any question that you have, send me the problem by email. I try to help, okay? I try to help as soon as possible. Number 7 is 7 is capital A is equal 1/2 H parenthesis B1 B2. Oh, this is a famous formula, and you need to solve for B1. So the important variable I need to isolate is B1, that one. This is the famous formula for the area of the trapezoid. The trapezoid is a quadrilateral figure like that, in which you have two sides parallel. This and this is parallel. By the way, this is B1, B2, and the height is that distance, h. And the formula, when you put together, give me area. What area? That area. The area inside the trapezoid. Trapezoid. Okay. So basically, how SA is equal. If you want transform a little bit the formula, you put H parenthesis B1 B2 divided by 2. Because remember, multiplication by 1/2 is equivalent to divided by 2. But for me, it's more comfortable manipulate this because I can apply cross multiply or no?
Yes.
Yes. Cross multiply. These 2 multiplied by 8. And this H multiplied by 1 invisible that we have here. Of course, I don't touch B1, B2. So it's 2A over H is equal B1, B2. So far it's clear.
So you can take out H by cross multiplying?
Yeah, absolutely.
And it doesn't affect B1, B2?
B1, B2, no. B1, B2, you consider like a one package, like a one whole.
Yeah, but since the parentheses are there, wouldn't it be multiplied against?
You can. Remember, there are many ways to do this. Many ways. If you want, let's do it in your way. You indicate me.
No. I'm just asking because doesn't the parentheses attach to H and B1 and B2?
Yes.
Or do you cancel that out with the cross multiply?
Okay. You have factors. A over B, C over D. You have, for example, another factor here. You can apply cross multiply. Why not? This is A times D equal B times C times A. Entonces you say, bueno, eso no es factor, es E plus F. Bueno, pero you consider this like a factor. As you apply this derivative and you split that, no. So this is totally invalid to apply cross multiply. Well, let me finish my way. Yeah, and after I try to another way using the idea for the these students. What is your name, Mister?
Josue.
Okay, that's finally, my goal is B1, entonces 2A over H minus B2, correct? Equal B1. However, when I go to the choice, okay, I have, this choice, I don't see any choice similar to this. The reason is because the student or the teacher doing this problem put together like a one common denominator, no? So the least common denominator is H, then you have 2A minus B2H, and this is B1. And B1 is 2A, is this option. Look, yes or no?
Why 2 H's?
Why what?
Why is there 2 H's?
Okay. This is the, okay, are you aware that when you have different denominator, so basically, this is a typical question that everyone asks me. You have this, suppose that I need to express it, this and this together in only one common denominator, que es H. You know que the denominator for the first fraction is H, and the denominator for the second is no denominator, que es equivalent to say que es 1, no? And the least common denominator is H. Yes or no? You follow me?
Yes.
Age divided by age es obvio que es 1, and 1 times 2a is 2a. Minus, this is this minus. Age divided by 1 is age, multiplication by b2 is b2h. Clear?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. No?
No, I said yes, I got it now.
Okay, okay. Okay, another possibility que maybe another student wants is, this is the beauty. So you are doing well, you have no problem. Suppose in this step, you make a decision to eliminate the parents. Yes or no? You apply distribute. Entonces, A is equal H B1 plus H B2. This is your idea, mister, or no?
Yeah.
Aha. Good. Now, you can apply cross multiply. Of course, here times this, and this time 1 is 2a equal HB1 plus HB2. Okay, entonces my goal is B1. Entonces now you take 2a minus HB2 subtracting is equal HB1. Okay, now finally divided by H, no? Both sides. Wow, cool. I like this way because you get exactly the same answer of this directly without the complicated step of the find least common denominator. This is good. Very, very good. Thank you. Boom.
Thank you.
Very, very good. That way it's more understandable. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. You're right. Okay. Number 8. Oh, number 8 is super easy. Look at number 8. Number 8 is A plus B. A plus B is equal S plus R. And I need to solve for S. What should I do, guy? Help me.
Mister, can you go back real quick to the other side so I can finish copying?
Yeah, please. Go ahead.
Thank you.
Subtract R.
Very well. A plus B minus R equal S. End the story. Let me see. Boom. Something like that. Okay, cool. Number 9 look like a little bit more complicated. Let me see number 9. Number 9, say A equal P. A equal, sorry, I am crazy. A, capital A, is equal P, 1 plus NR. Okay, this is a formula for finance. A is future value, P is present value, R is interest rate. So when you borrow the money, the money, when you get the mortgage or something, no? The P represents the initial, so the price of the property, and A represents actually the money that you pay when you finish to pay off. This is finance. Okay, so I need to solve for M. Okay, I suppose que N is amount que you need to pay. N, solve for N. This solve for M. How do you recommend me? How do you... Say again? Come on.
Distribute the P into the parentheses.
Exactly. You distribute it because I want to destroy these parentheses because my variable I need to solve is inside the parenthesis. So you write that A is equal P times 1 get P plus P and R. Boom. And remember, I need to isolate M. This is our variable I need to isolate. What should I do? What should I do?
Move P to the other side.
Mm-hmm. P to the other side. But we have 2P, no? What P? The first or the second?
The first one subtracted.
The first one subtracted. Very well. This is the thing I want to hear. P and R. And finally, if you want to isolate M, what should I do?
You could divide PR.
You divide by PR. Very excellent. Excellent. Very, very well. PR both sides. Then my formula is A minus P divided by PR is equal M. Boom. Final answer. Wow. Get the option, that option, I suppose. Okay, guys, in the review package, we practice a little bit more of this. Okay. Do you copy?
Yes.
Erase them. Let me go to the second page. This package I sent to you in this email. Okay. Okay, very, very important. Now, next topic is inequality. I need to remember something. I need to remember. So inequality, solution for the inequality is no one value, no, it's the interval. So I want to explain some theoretical thing and we go directly to this. This line represents all real numbers. Okay. And this is from positive infinity and negative infinity. 0, of course, in the middle. And suppose that you have one interval that is x greater than 3. Noise. Who make a noise? No, because you forgot that. You asked a question, so you forgot to putting off the microphone.
My fault.
No, it's okay, Joshua. Okay, so now, what is the representation of this? The representation is, you put 3, 1, 2, 3, and you is greater than, is greater than, obviously you highlight the bunch of number to the right because it's greater than. So it's basically, and then the notation that we are using, if we have no equal sign, that means que don't include the endpoint. So 3 is not included inside the game, and you put the parentheses, and Alex put the circle close like that. This is the typical notation in Alex, but in our test package, we using parentheses or we using brackets. Suppose x greater than or equal 3. Now let me try to do another. Okay, again, our famous all real number line. Let's infinity in both directions. Infinity, and negative infinity. 0 in the middle. And again, I'm using the same number, 3. 1, 2, 3. But in this case, include 3. So this is greater than or equal to. This is equivalent to say greater than, similar to this, or equal to. So this symbol condensing in only one symbol two statement. But it's easy to understand. It's again the bunch of number greater than to the right, and in this case consider it 3 inside the game. And Alex using the circle close, not open. This is open. This is open, and this is close. So you need to be aware for both notation. Bracket include. Parentheses do not include. Open is obvious que no, include. And close, include. Entonces, en any example we are doing so far,
Wait, I have a question.
Okay.
So we use the open circle when there's no less than or equal to, and when there's an equal to, then we use the closed circle.
Exactly.
Okay.
Bueno, another possibility. Let me try another possibility, another explanation similar to this. Suppose you have x less than or equal -1. So now my goal now is represent this interval geometrically using the number line. This is super useful. The geometry representation for the inequality, no? Okay, this is our famous Orion number line. 0 in the middle, -1 here. But in this case, it's to the left. Do you see it's to the left? It's super easy. This symbol look like arrow, and this arrow point to the right. And this symbol look like arrow, and this arrow point to the left. You highlight to the left. And include a -1 inside the interval. And the symbolic way to indicate this idea is something like that. Okay? Basically, in interval notation, que es the most popular notation that we are using, this interval is parenthesis 3, infinity. This interval is bracket 3, infinity. And this interval is from -infinity, -1. Parenthesis and bracket. So equal bracket. No equal parenthesis. Si it's less than, it's to the left. Si it's greater than, it's to the right. And this notation, que by the way, this is called interval notation, que is the most popular. Interval notation. You always write to number or to symbol. The first one is the lower, and the second is the upper. Okay.
Wait, Victor, I have another question. Again, where do we use the parentheses in the bracket thing? Like, when do we use each of them?
No equal sign means no equal sign. Look at that. No equal sign, parenthesis. Equal sign, bracket. It doesn't matter if it's left or right, but it's bracket. Because that's me.
Got it.
Okay?
Yeah, thank you.
No problem. One more thing theoretical I want to discuss before start any problem is, hey, turn off the microphone, please.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's okay. Another thing, pay attention, because now it's a little bit complicated. This is easy when you have only one inequality. But when you have compound inequality. What means compound inequality? Bueno, es two inequality or three, pero no, never is three. Connecting by conjunction, use inequality, inequality 1, you have inequality 2, and you connecting by and or by or. Yeah, and you need to understand very, very, very well. The differences, putting off any microphone, please. Only when you want to ask me, but after you disconnecting. So basically, el compound inequality is 2 inequality. But sometimes the connection between the inequality is using the conjunction and using the conjunction or. Let me explain it then. Suppose again our famous or real number line. Okay. Now, suppose now that you're solving the first inequality. You're solving both separately. Now, it's a 0 hypothetically. Suppose that the solution for the inequality 1 is that piece. Suppose it's that piece. This is inequality 1, red color. And suppose this point is 2. Bueno, incluye, no incluye, yes, incluye. Entonces, bracket. Now we have another inequality. Let me use another column. Green, maybe. And you solve this inequality and you put together in the same number line. And suppose que es like that. Suppose -1, -2, -3. And the solution of the inequality 2 I want to put in green color is this. If you want, you put on the line, but to avoid confusing, I put it a little bit separately. Y I suppose que no incluye -3, paréntesis. Now, I need to do the connection between the inequality 1 red color and the inequality 2 green color. And using maybe and. And is intersection. An intersection, more clear to understand, is a common part. Common element, common numbers, common interval. Entonces, what is the common number que share both inequality, the green and the red? Oh, I saw que es between -3 and 2. Yes or no? Okay, entonces the answer for this compound inequality is paréntesis -3, 2 bracket. Because include 2 and no include. Do you understand and? Do you understand and intersection?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't. Can you explain that again, please?
Okay, let me recap. We are talking about now compound inequality. It's not only one, not too easy at the beginning. No. Now it's more complicated. Pay attention. Now we have two inequalities, and you solving both separately. One in one corner of the piece of paper, another in the another corner of the piece of paper. Now this is the crucial moment in which you connecting both solutions. And the connection always is graphically. We're doing the famous real number line. You put the solution. If you want to use in different color, it's good. And si es and, the example, you need to find the common part que both interval share, touch. Okay? Es obvio que the common part is in between -3 and 2. Because before -3, this point belong to the inequality 1. However, never belong to the inequality 2, que es green. And for example, in that part is 2, 3, 4, 5 belong to the green, pero do not belong to the red. Therefore, the common part is share. Es obvio que este is. Okay, entonces now, it's easy, remember. And common part, intersection, overlap. Good? I don't get what I try to find here. I try to find, Chris, the solution for the compound. The solution for the compound. So the problem that you have in front of you is more complicated. It's not one inequality. It's two inequalities together, connecting by and or by or. I want to explain after by or. And you find the solution of this compound inequality. Do you understand, Chris, the idea? Yes or no? Come on. No. What part no? Come on, put the microphone in on, in off, in on. What part no? Minus 3,2, yeah. And bueno, okay. This is the detail. And the problem I explained, I suppose that our inequality, negative 3, no contain the solution for the green inequality, no negative 3. That is the reason I put parenthesis, no bracket. Okay. The most important I want, after you see in the example, the most important is, I need to understand the difference between and or. Okay, look, let me use a Venn diagram. I don't know if you see before in your life Venn diagram like that. Suppose you have two sets. This is the set A and this is the set B. Suppose I need to find A and B. Okay, by the way, the and conjunction is represented by this symbol. A and B together is that part. Intersection is the common part of this. Okay. Suppose one example in which you have two sets and this set is totally disjoint. Well, we have no common part because don't touch. So this is empty set because we have this is symbol that look like 0 with the line like that. It's empty set. And sometimes happen. See, we have two intervals. And this interval don't touch. It's obvious that the solution for this compound inequality is empty set. However, let me try to A or B. Okay, the symbol of or is this. Is take both together. This is the together element without repetition. So this is the A completed. This is the A, B completed. And the common part is included by one time, no duplicate. O sea, or is union. And is intersection. Common part. Union is put together without repetition. Okay? Let's move on to the example. I propose. And after you see the idea. Okay, the thing I try to discussing now is complicated, I know. Is compound inequality. What is compound inequality? It's two inequality connecting by conjunction and or conjunction or. Conjunction and represent the intersection, conjunction or represent union. Okay, entonces now let's do it in the example 10. Entonces we have solution. Wow. Okay, here, over there. Cool. Okay, look. Let me copy. Example 10 is x minus 1 less than 1 and x plus 3 greater than or equal to. This is a typical compound inequality. Two inequalities separated by and. Not always it's and. Sometimes it's and, sometimes it's or sometimes it's another thing I want to explain in your moment, no? Okay, no problema, I understand. You separate the problem in two pieces and you solve it separately both. Suppose x minus 1 less than 1. My goal is always isolate the x. And important, the inequality is picky. And in inequality, I highly recommend that you put the x in the left-hand side, never in the right. Okay? Then you move you move this -1 to the right-hand side like a +1. Okay, and this is 1 + 1 get 2. Okay, I solve it the first. Now I need to solve it the second. The second is x + 3 greater than or equal to, you subtracting 3, 2 - 3 is -1. Okay, super. Now is coming the crucial moment, que is the connection between this and this. Therefore, always I ending in the graphic part, because the graphic part helped me to understand this. Without graphic, it's complicated. This is positive infinity, sorry, and this is negative infinity. 0 here in the middle, and you solving this inequality first. You are doing this representation. This is in 2, 1, 2. In what direction? Oh, to the left, to the left, to the left, to the left. So I recommend no highlight directly on the real number line. No. You are doing like that. Okay, this is the green part. Of course, it's a parenthesis.
I have a question. So as long as the x is on the left side, right?
Yes.
You can just point the arrow whatever way the less than or greater than is pointing to, right?
The arrow is, que continue forever in that direction.
No, yeah, but so as long as the x is on the left side, you can just point to the direction that the greater than is pointing to. So in this direction, it's going left because it's pointing left.
Absolutely.
But if the x was on the right side, you couldn't do that, right?
Absolutely perfect.
Okay.
Greater than. Now, let's move on to the second. This is the second inequality. And the second inequality starts at -1. -1 is here. In what direction? In this direction. Look at that. In this direction is to the right. Oh, no good. To the right. Okay, don't worry too much. This is not important, the bracket. Yeah, this is okay, you're right. It's a bracket. Here is the bracket. It's a bracket because it's equal. This equal indicate also the bracket. This no equal here indicate also the parentheses. Okay, so you solving the algorithm is clear. You split the problem. I understand this now. Of course, Chris. You split my complicated compound something in 2 pieces. You solve it separately. Blah, 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 blah. Stop. I put together in one numeric number 9. Now I see the most important moment is now. What is the connection? Is the connection is on. The connection is on. And connection on indicate intersection. And what is the part? Que both interval green and red share. It's obvious que it's in between -1 and 2. So this is a crucial moment in which, let me using another color, maybe gray color. You highlight the solution. Because I see that this is the answer. Of course, what happened with the endpoint 2 and -1? Oh, of course, include -1 bracket. And of course, do not include 2. That's the final answer, final answer. The final answer is bracket -1, 2 parentheses. Okay. There are different ways to express the answer. Look, in this, they want, you express, the problem is that there are 3 different ways to express the final answer and the inequality. One way, que is the most popular, is this, interval notation. Another way, que is not too much popular, is the set notation. Set notation, or set builder notation is more properly named. Set builder. What is that? It's a water. Come on, I'm putting up, on, off. Self-building notation. Well, the formal way for the self-building notation, you open curly bracket like that. You put the name of the variable. Okay, in our example is X. You put a symbol such that, is this symbol such that. This is a translation, this symbol, this is tick, means such that. And you put a condition. The condition, but no in this, you put a condition that is X and between, sorry, and between -1 and 2. And crazy, and 2. Obviously, you consider -1 inside the game and 2 no. So this is, you need to understand that this notation is another way to represent the same idea. So basically, you need to be aware to represent the answer for the compound inequality in different way. Set notation, builder notation. This is the interval notation. And the last one is a graphic representation, is this. So basically, in my opinion, the correct answer is the option A, correct? Cool or no? Super, we are the best. Okay, let's move on to the 11 que bring me new idea. 11 bring me new idea. 11 questions. Okay, 11 questions look like weird because it's 0 less than 2x less than or equal 8. Entonces, I don't understand, professor, because you explain que compound inequality is 2 inequality. Actually, this is equivalent 100% to write like that. Okay, I split that part. Look. I split that part. Look. You connecting by it's the same. This and this is equivalent, but nobody doing that way. Nobody doing it that way. No, because the classical 3-part inequality. 3-part inequality, and you can, fortunately, solving everything together. So if you want to isolate the x, you divide by 2, and divide by 2. 0 divided by 2 is 0. X alone, and it's a 4. Nice. Now, you write like that. Si you suppose que you want in self-building notation, you put the curly bracket, you put the variable que is x, such that, that's it. Now, representation graphically of this. Well, it's easy. This is our number line. Suppose que this is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. The interval is in between 0 and 4. Include 4 bracket and not include 0 parenthesis. This is equivalent to say parenthesis 0,4 bracket. And the another notation. 1, 2, 3 notation. Self-building notation, interval notation, and graphic notation. Cool? Clear or confused? I know que confused. Pero es clear, Chris dice que es clear. Okay. Number 12, Chris. Number 12 say minus 3x greater than minus 6 and again we continue on minus 3x less than or equal 6. Okay, cool. Remember, separate in two problems. I copy again. Minus 3x greater than minus 6. Okay, divide by negative 3 because my goal is solve for x. So x alone minus 3 divided by minus 3 is 1, positive of course. But remember, when you divide any inequality by negative number or multiply, the sign of the inequality must be reversed. And negative 6 divided by negative 3 is positive. That is my first piece. Okay. Do you follow me? Likewise, minus 3x less than or equal 6 divided by negative 3. X alone is greater than, again, the same situation, divided by negative number. This is minus 2. Now ready. Now ready to connect in both solution in order to find the final answer for the compound inequality. Okay. 0 in the middle. The number involved in the problem is 2 positive and negative 2. Okay. Let's use a color. Red and green. Suppose that this is the red one. So red one is less than 2, so it's to the left. I highlight that part. No included. No, because I don't see any equal sign here. Parentheses. Now green. Minus 2. Minus 2 is, but in this case to the right because it's greater than. Include negative 2 and this is to the right. And one more time having que es and. Yeah, I know very well que and conjunction is the intersection. It's the part in which the red interval and the green interval touch, share. It's obvious, in my opinion, case this. Of course, bracket here and parenthesis here. The solution is bracket negative 2, comma 2. However, in this answer, I don't know why, don't like this answer, in my opinion, is the best answer, is the most popular. Okay, no problem. This is equivalent to say, curly bracket, x such that, and x is in between negative 2 and positive 2. But in negative 2 is equal, y en positive 2, no. Okay, cool. Let me try. What is the final answer then? I suppose que es this. B, no? Right? B? Man, yeah. You let me know if I make a mistake.
Mister, I have a question.
Go ahead.
For the x is equal to negative 2, isn't the sign supposed to be facing the negative 2? Or did you switch it?
No. Okay, one thing is, okay. Good question. Okay, excellent. Look, let me try to explain. Pay attention, please. She said, wow, professor, but this is greater than, and you put less than here. Now, you take this solution and this solution, and you want to transform it in this solution que es x. Only one x, not two x separately. You put you put less than 2. Oh, that part is identical to this. Yes or no? However, if I want to include only one x, I propose do one transformation here. You interchange. You put -2 here. You put x here. And when you interchange, mandatory, you need to change the direction of this. And this is the last part cake over here. Make sense?
Yeah.
To avoid this, because it look like complicated, you see graphically, and you see, wow. The solution is the x value on the number line, and between -2 and +2. You see the lower bound, so the number, the endpoint in the left part is -2, and the upper case, the right part is +2. Entonces es in my opinion, no, it's easier looking this graphic, write this statement, and not necessarily manipulating this. Not complicated, but it's the only thing you need to remember is that when you inequality, you interchange the element. In the inequality, obviously, you need to reverse it, the sign. Makes sense, right? It's logical or no? No?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Do you understand now? What is the reason that you change the sign?
Yeah, I do.
Excellent. Okay. Okay, no problem. Let me try next page. Next page. Next page. Get the page 3. Ooh. Okay, 13 example. 13 say -21 -21 less than or equal 7x minus 7 greater than or equal 7. This is classical three-part inequality, right? And not necessarily separate using no, three-part. The three-part is important. Okay, so you, what should I do? Well, you subtracting. Okay, my goal is solve for x. So not necessarily separate, guys, in 2. No. You automatically inside this, you solve for x. How? You add in 7. The 21 minus 7, 14. Minus 14, of course. It's a positive. In the middle, we have 7x because this and this cancel out. That was my intention. And we have 14 positive. 7 plus 7, 14. Finally, divided by 7, everything. It's a -2. And it's a +2. And this is obvious. The sign of the inequality stays the same because you are dividing by positive number. When you are dividing any inequality by positive number, the inequality signs doesn't change. However, when you divide it by negative, yes, reverse. Okay, so the answer is x such that x belong to this interval. And the representation obviously is like the option A, no? Make sense? No. You know, I sometimes make a mistake. It's B, no? It's B? Yeah. No, it's not B. Yeah, it's B. It's B because it's bracket, no? I'm doing right, guys, because I'm making a mistake. It's B. Okay, super. Chris, you always help me. Okay, everyone understand the compound inequality? One more example. This is 13. Now 14. 14 is similar. Look, at 13 less than minus 3x plus 4 less than or equal to 25. What should I do? What should I do? This is a three-part inequality. And three-part inequality, not necessarily separate. No, no, easy. You're subtracting 4, subtracting 4, subtracting 4. 13 minus 4 is 9, minus 3x. This is cancel out. And this is 21 positive. Finally, divided by negative 3, be careful. Because I need to isolate positive x, so I need to remove 3 and negative 3. When you divide any inequality by a negative number, well, okay, you compute. 9 divided by negative 3 is negative 3. This is x, and this is negative 7. And you reverse it. You reverse it. This sign, reverse it like that. And this sign, reverse it like that. But this answer is not elegant. No, because normally you write in the first number the lower, and the second the upper, no? Yeah, I know very well that negative 7 is less than negative 3. Entonces, one more time, I interchange. I put negative 7 in the first place. I put negative 3 in the last place. And one more time, when you interchange, you switch it. This guy now is less than or equal. This is this when you reverse it, and this is this when you reverse. Clear?
I have a question. When you said that when you divide by a negative, you switch the signs?
Yes. Do you understand why? Do you understand why?
Yeah.
And when you interchange, also you reverse. Do you understand why?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you explained that earlier.
Yeah. Do you want to explain or no?
No, I'm good. You told me. Thank you, though.
This is the answer. This is the answer. And the representation is obvious que es in between negative 7 and negative 3. Include negative 7, bracket negative 7, and negative 3 no. Paréntesis. Bracket, negative 7, negative 3. Oh, es the option A, ¿no? Hay que son, ¿no? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes. Cool. Entonces, no big deal, the compound inequality, or it's a little bit confused. Remember, we have too many details. What is the detail? Well, you need to know. No big deal. Yeah. But you need to remember some detail, no? Si es to the left, to the right, si include the endpoint or no. Okay. Now, I want to do some problem of the OR. Okay, I never using OR. I using AND, and the three parts default AND. No specification, but you need to know it's AND. However, this is OR. The question 15, no? It's a compound inequality now. X minus 1 greater than 1 or x plus 1 less than 2. Okay, no problem, I understand. The only new x is OR. But you separate, you solving each inequality separately. And move a negative 1 to the other side. Is 1 plus 1 gets 2. Done. I move it again. It's x plus 1 less than 2. X less than 2 minus 1 gets 2. Okay, it's 1. Sorry. Okay, now I solve them separately. And this is the moment to connecting both. To connecting always using number line. So you ending, you finish in the number line. Always. So for solving compound inequality. Negative infinity, positive infinity. 0 in the middle. This is 1 and this is 2. Okay. This guy is the red part. The red part is from 2 to infinity. to the right because it's greater than. No include. Now, the green part, less than 1. So less than 1 is from 1 to the left. No include 1. And the way to indicate this is parentheses. Okay, so now, how you write the final answer? Well, the final answer is, let me use a gray color always for the final answer. The final answer, remember, this is OR. An OR is union, no intersection. Actually, see, the problem I changed to an is empty set because this set, green and red, never touch. They are no common points. Therefore, but in this case, I don't care. Okay, we have common point because the union is this part plus this part. Okay. For example, is from negative infinity, is the green part, comma, 1, parenthesis, 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 because don't include 1, no equal, never. And you put union like that, union 2, comma, infinity. Oh, fantastic. This is the interval notation. And set builder notation, it's a little bit different. It's curly bracket x such that, and you put this piece, okay, this piece is x less than 1, okay, that part, you copy and paste, copy and paste here. You put or, because the conjunction is obvious, or, and you copy the second piece. Boom, final answer. 1, 2, and 3 different ways to indicate the same idea. Interval notation, set builder notation, and graphic notation. Cool? Do you understand very, very, very well the difference between or and? This is the most important. This is the most important.
Yes.
This is the most important. So you understand this? You have no problem. The rest is cosmetic. But the conceptual, the central idea is the difference between. Okay, what page? We did page 3, no? Page 4 now. Page 4. Okay. Okay, 16. 16 is 3x plus 13 less than or equal negative 18, or 3x plus 13 greater than 18. Guys, and you split the paper and you forgot temporary or, no important. You focus it in each equation one by one. 3x plus 13 less than or equal 18. What should I do? Moving 13 to the right, similar to the equation. Negative 18 minus 13, no? Que es 31, I guess so, no? Let me see, 18 plus 13, yeah, 31, negative 31. Negative 31. Finally, divided by 3. And when you are divided by a positive number, this sign stays. 31 divided by 3 is 10 1/3. Is minus 10 1/3. I put in the calculator. So you divide 31 divided by, let's do it by hand. What is the reason can you convert to the mixed number or decimal? Because I need to see the position in the number line. 31 over 3 is not clear for me. Geometrically, however, 10 1/3 is clear. You divide 31 divided by 3. It's obvious 10, 30, and the remainder is 1. This is 1/3. 1/3. This one is this one, and 3 is divisor. So you put in the calculator, you get in decimal. Is another way is minus 10.3 repeated, get 1/3. But this is not important. Do you follow me? Let's move on to the second. The second is 3x plus 13 greater than or equal 18. 3x is greater than or equal 18 minus 13, que es 5. Divided by 3, que is positive number. Cool. The inequality sign stays the same. And 5 over 2 division 5 over 3, sorry, is 1. 3 and remainder is 2. So 2/3. This is equivalent to say that x is greater than or equal 1 2/3, and mixed number but in decimal is 1.6 repeated 2/3. At least I have idea of the position of this. Okay, so now remember it's OR. Let me try, but I need to understand. To understand, mandatory, you should do the number line. Negative infinity, positive infinity. 0 in the middle. Okay, that guy, or that guy gets the same, is negative 10. Well, using my imagination, negative 10 is here, negative 10 something, negative 10.3 repeated. It is to the left, no? To the left. So include it. Because it's less than, no? Include bracket here. That number. Okay, this number is equivalent to say 31. Negative 31 over 3. And now, suppose 5 over 3 is 1 point something. This is 1, this is 2, 1 point something is here. This is 1, positive 1.6 repeated. And this is to the right in the opposite direction. This is green color. Is here, sorry. And this is again connection. But this is OR. And OR is both. So basically is the red part plus the green part together, right? Now is suppose que I write in this interval notation, que es the notation que I like, is from negative infinity, comma, minus 31 over 3, que is equivalent to this number, bracket here, parenthesis here, and infinity you never put the bracket because infinity is, you know, it's no number. Infinity is a symbol to indicate that this continues forever in that direction, but never touch physically. Union, bracket, 5 over 3 positive, comma infinity. In the another notation, x such that so we are talking about x less than or equal, is exactly this expression. I just copy, minus 31 over 3, or x greater than or equal, I copy this expression, 5 over 3, and then the story. I finish. Now I need to select what do you consider is the good answer. Let me make it zoom. Less than, I suppose que es D, no? Yes or no? And do it okay, guys, or no?
Yes.
Okay. What part is confusing? Come on. Everything is clear? So we are the good combination, no? You are excellent students and good teacher, no? Do you understand everything, no?
I had a question about the brackets.
Go ahead.
I didn't understand earlier when you said we have to put the brackets and when we put the parentheses.
Okay. Repetition again. When you see equal sign, greater than or less than, but equal sign is a bracket. bracket. When you see greater than and less than without equal sign, it's parentheses. Okay? It's easy to remember. Equal sign, bracket. No equal sign, parentheses. Boom. That's it. That's the only information. Another information important is if it's greater than is to the right, if it's less than is to the left. Clear? Yes, got it. Okay, let's move on to the question 17. I guess the last one. I promise it's the last for today. So remember, guys, you don't forget to send me this today. The test on paper. Because I grade tomorrow. You see, I don't see your grade, your test. I put 0, okay, in the canvas. Okay. Okay. This is all the tests. I don't understand, Chris, your question. This is my first test. We have 5 tests. Each at the is this the test? The test I sent. The test I sent by email. Do you want I send again the test? Test number 1 on paper. This is the thing. Okay, no problem. Pero okay. Pero Chris, could you checking if you want you checking in your email. When I send some email, you see the test. But I want to say again today. In the email, the problem is I have a class and I need to go to the campus now. I have no time to send that. Please, I will send, pero after the 5 p.m. Check in your email que I sent to you. In Canvas, it is in Canvas, yes. It is in Canvas. I posted also in Canvas. But in the email, you can see. You check every email I sent to you. The test on the first lecture we had, it doesn't have blue. I don't know. The only guy I don't see was you. The rest is some people are doing and send me back. That you access from yes. In Canva I posted also the test. Okay. You see when you open that a PDF format document and you see test number 1. And we have 20 questions. 20 questions. I need this for today, not for tomorrow. Tomorrow is late. Okay, and Canvas is already available. Okay, stop because I need to go. Bueno, guys, entonces no, I drop to you. Can you send me today the test, right? Okay. Okay, guys, I need to go. Bye. Enjoy your holiday.
Have a good day.
Bye. Have a good weekend too.
Bye.